Downtown Los Angeles. That's the location for the Heat, one of the most fierce competitors in the entire league. Jimmy Butler has no quit, and he's got his team ready to play as they get primed for action at Staples Center. Heat, Lakers, and back in a moment for the tip-off. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us, and from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. And the injury report for both teams, players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, Kevin and guys, the NBA is a shoe culture, and none is more popular than the Kobe 4. Originally released in 2009, last season almost a quarter of all NBA players worn them. And that's not just a tribute to the Mamba, but a testament to a design that has stood the test of time. And P.J. Tucker called them the best hoop shoe ever. Strong praise. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. So here's Miami's starting group. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. Kendrick Nunn out there with Robinson. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. And for the Lakers, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marcus Gasol is out there with Morris. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. So it's the Lakers now. Schroeder outside. Over Nunn. And it's Miami with the rebound. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
And Bam Adebayo demonstrating a refined skill set that belies his nickname. Over 5 assists per game. He's a creator, not just a finisher. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. Just trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The shot's good from Gasol. And the Heat have given Adebayo the leeway to rip and run, baby. Make things happen.
And Kevin, an unselfish player who loves to pass. Even back in high school, playing with lesser talent, he made sure to find the others.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Unloads. And it's Schroeder missing.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Takes a shot at the elbow, and it's Schroeder missing.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Here's Butler. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Such a rugged player. Look, if you forget where Butler is, he's going to hit the boards hard.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Got a piece of it. Here's Schroeder. And that one off the back of the rim and in. On offense, here are the Heat. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Nunn passes to Olynyk. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Olynyk can't hit. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Lets it go with the three. That doesn't go either for Schroeder.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Montrezl Harrell comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. The Heat also with the sub. Tyler Hero. He's checked in for Robinson. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They've decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Achua, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Iguodala comes in for Butler. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. Now here's Iguodala. Following the miss by Montrezl Harrell. And some controversy last season, Andre Iguodala traded to the Grizzlies. We know he didn't report, Greg, just stayed in the Bay Area until a trade could be worked out to Miami.
I'd call that a power move, Kevin, no doubt. Iguodala, a respected vet, wanted to play for a contender, and he got an extra year and $15 million in the deal.
And he makes the first. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, but I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. And Kuzma stays with it.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
So it's Miami now. 11-point game. To the paint. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Lakers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
At the line for two.
And the first one at the line is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Miami leading by 12. To the inside, Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
And again, the Lakers no good.
Oh, he found the open space for mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Iguodala gets the bucket.
Oh, and squaring up is Iguodala. Nice follow-through on the release.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's LeBron, and he makes the 8-footer.
They've tailored their offense around him, and let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Hero, beyond the arc. Rebound by Harrell, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Horton Tucker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Lakers. Taylor Horton Tucker. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That one misses. And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Heat. They lead by 14. Here's Hero, covered by LeBron. Stripped away. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Horton Tucker. Hits the front of the rim and out. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for Miami. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we spoke with Jimmy Butler not too long ago about his teammates.
These guys work so hard, and they're young, and they're professional with it, that you're planting that seed early, so they can only get better, and they're learning, and they're gaining confidence because they're playing so well. So with me being here with these guys, we're special.
Well, Greg, it sounds like Butler has found happiness.
You know, people don't talk enough about fit. It's important to be in an organization and a system that maximizes your abilities. Butler is playing some of the best ball in his life and making everyone around him better.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Miami, Achua is out there with Iguodala. Then there's Dragic. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Hero in at the shooting guard.
Getting out on the break. Butler completes the transition play.
The Lakers trailed by 18. Here's Kuzma. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Lakers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Powerful presence on the court. It's hard to match James' strength inside.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
And
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back
Oh,
in
and
both those
Seattle.
cities.
Exactly.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Now, here's Nunn. Uncovered. Misses off the right iron.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Horton Tucker's shot is off. Miami leading by 14. Here's Butler. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Running it down their throats. 3 straight baskets there in transition.
And as impressive as the numbers were for Jimmy Butler in the bubble, they don't begin to tell the whole story. He was hitting clutch shots for the Heat during that run in the postseason.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. Lakers trailed by 15. You know, Greg, going back to Jimmy Butler, it felt like each series he had a few big shots.
I mean, everything you want from your leader. The big shots, motivating others, setting an example with his play. Butler played as well as any leader in the postseason.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
Morris against Robinson. Pass to Butler. Three-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Butler's got 11 points.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Misses the wing three. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 16. Morris, great positioning on the putback.
Wow. Morris is a physical guy, solid at staying active on the boards and gobbling up these rebounds.
Miami's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Pass to Adebayo. Down low, here's Olynyk, and good that time. Olynyk's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, no hesitation to get into the rim. He uses his height advantage to convert easily.
And no good that time. Now the Heat take it the other way.
I don't know if it's been the main factor, but his off night has definitely been one factor here.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
Yeah, he's just not giving the ball up. He's passing with a purpose, and it's leading to scores.
And it's off from three-point range. Schroeder with the ball. Butler covering. Los Angeles with another miss.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
And the officials call a traveling violation.
Well, the big reason why they're in front is because they've been able to limit mistakes like that one.
And the Heat with some changes. Hero comes in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. Harrell trying to free himself up. Another shot. It's deflected.
Oh, and he's the rare player with a shorter arm span than his height. I mean, Olynyk is still going to get his share of blocks. I mean, this could end up being a big night for him. I mean, if this quarter is any indication.
Gasol, that's a two-pointer. And the shot is long.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Kuzma. They can't stop the run with that one.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not. That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
Here's Schroeder. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Schroeder's got 8 points.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Butler softly drops in the floater.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Caldwell Pope outside. Misses the three. 3-on-3. Dragic with a wide open look. No good on the three. And so it's Miami cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.